Hello. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to this week's live stream. My name is Faris from Taskade. And I'm excited to be here. We have this stream every week. Mm, Now I'm in Singapore, so it's 7 a.m. Singapore time on Friday every week. Oh, sorry, my mic is not working. Yeah, and let's wait for a couple more people to join us, and then we'll get things going. For today, we are going to talk about some AI agents best practices because there have been a lot of questions about AI agents knowledge and best practices to train them, and then we'll be going through some automation loops. So basically, I'm going to teach you how to set up a loop and connecting it to Google Sheets. And the use case here is for sending emails. So instead of like sending emails one by one, we're trying to find a use case where we can potentially send maybe 5 emails at once, and we're trying to make the message customized. So I'll show you that later, and I'll be just running through some of the previous updates that we already had last week. Yep. And if my connection is bad or something, just let me know because I'm in a part of my house that maybe isn't that connected to the Wi-Fi. So sometimes it does get funky. So if you think that the stream is not clear enough or there's some kind of issue, let me know, and then I'll give you a tour around my house. Then we'll move to somewhere closer to the router. Okay, cool. Okay, I think everyone is here. I saw some comment just now. Someone said that it's already 1 a.m. Wow, that's really late. And for me right now, it's 7 a.m. It's super early. So I would prefer it to be 1 a.m. than 7 a.m. because I'm personally a late night kind of guy. But wow, okay. I hope I'll try to make it good for you. And you say, I try to run loop automation Taskade on more than 40 rows. Wow, that's an expert right there. For me today, I think we just have, we're connecting to Google Sheets. We just have a few rows. But wow, 40 rows means you already know what you're doing. So if you see me doing anything funny on the stream when demoing automations, feel free to comment. Just give me a sec, my headphones being funny. All right, and if you guys have any questions or um, anything that you need to know, my colleague and also, fun fact, my younger brother Faz is here. He works for Taskade as well. He's in the social and growth team. And our CPO, one of our co-founders, Dion, is here as well. So if there are any complicated questions that I can't answer, I'm sure he will step in to make sure that you get your answers. All right, let's get it started. Okay, let's see. Okay, cool. I did it right. Okay, so as usual, I have some notes ready. Let's go. Okay, so as you see, just three things today. Usually we have like a bunch of things and show you a bunch of updates. But today, maybe we change it up a little bit. I'll just show you one easy use case, which I covered last week, which was how to generate images with DALL-E. And then we'll dive into the automation loop tutorial and then the AI agent knowledge discussion. I must preempt you though that the AI agent knowledge discussion may be a little bit, I hope not draggy, but there's a lot of facts to cover. So I'll be doing a lot of reading. So yeah, but I promise you it'll be worth your while, and it will answer your questions that you have on AI agent knowledge, and I know it will help you train and create better agents. So let's start with the image generation with DALL-E. This one is really straightforward and simple. So basically, Taskade now, I believe you call it integrates with DALL-E or supports. So you can connect Taskade to DALL-E and create images and keep everything within Taskade. So this is how you do it. I have a project here, folder here. It's just one simple automation. Let me full screen this. All right, cool. So I already have automation set up here. All right, so it's just a form trigger, a super simple form. I didn't really made it like fancy or anything. And then a DALL-E action here. So trigger, action, and Oh, sorry, I believe I went too fast there. For the next automation, I'll show you step by step how I open up automations and explain everything, because I know sometimes we have newcomers joining us. And if you're a newcomer, welcome. The aim of this stream is always to help you learn how to use Taskade better. So let's do that. So automations, there's always a trigger. Trigger is something that triggers the automation. And when the trigger happens, it leads to an action or multiple actions via branches, but that's not what we are going to do today. So today is just trigger and action with DALL-E. So that action will be, let's try DALL-E, generate image with DALL-E. So this is what you will see. Probably the two things that I probably want to show you is this. So in order to connect to DALL-E, the most important step is probably this. You see this bearer OpenAI API key. You have to replace the OpenAI API key with the key itself. For bearer, just leave it there. Don't touch it. I believe you need it there in order for this whole flow to work. So just copy this and then replace it with your key. I think it's some number of dashes, something like that. And then I usually, for this use case, the way I manage to get it to work is by not using this. I don't really understand JSON, so I'm not going to mess with it. So basically, this is all that you need to get this automation up and running. For the prompt, for this one, our default prompt is a cute baby sea otter. So if you want to generate something else, you can just change this to like, I don't know, funny man, something like that. You can also close this, and I believe you can add the plus sign. Yeah. So in between the two things here, you can just click the plus sign over here on the bottom right. You see my mouse? Oh, I think my face is blocking it. All right, let me close my face for a while. Okay, here. You see this prompt box, right? This plus sign. Click on it, and you can choose what you want the prompt to be. So in this case, I have a form trigger with a prompt field. So I'll click prompt here. So this happens. So basically, it's telling the automation that the prompt should be whatever is in the form. So now, the only reason why this first action is the same as this one, but I can't show you that because I have my OpenAI API key there. So it looks exactly like this, just with a different key. So in this case, what I'm telling you to do is, this is my form. Basically, I have a form with an empty box which says prompt. So whatever I type in this box, it will generate an image on DALL-E with it. So let's try. I'll just delete this. Let's go to the form. And in order to view or try a form, you want to click on share here on the top left. Okay, so now I need a prompt. Let's see. What kind of weird image can we generate today? It's sunrise here in Singapore. It's a bit orange, so maybe let's do a, I don't know, give me an image of a sunrise that looks like an orange instead of the sun. I don't know, does it make sense? I don't know. Let's just see what we'll get. All right. Well, it's doing its magic. Can you show creation from template? Automation. Let me see. Okay. All right. Let it run. Okay. Then it will generate the image. So I've never seen this image before. So let's just hope for the best. Oh, okay. So it just give me an orange sunrise or sunset. Okay, yeah. So this just to show you that it works. But this is what it generated. I believe I could be more expressive with my prompt. Yeah, but it can generate some pretty cool images. This is just one of the examples. Yeah. I'm going to close this. And in order to use this integration, you will need to pre-purchase some OpenAI credits. I believe the minimum amount that you need to pay is 5 USD. So yeah, previously a mistake that I did was I did not purchase the credits beforehand, so I couldn't get this to work for like, I don't know, 1 or 2 hours. I thought I was doing something wrong, but actually you just need to pre-purchase the credits and everything will run. Yeah, and I believe that we mentioned this in the Help Center article as well. Yeah. Okay. That was the DALL-E integration. Very quick, just to like kind of refresh the update. Now let's see. Okay, now the fun stuff. Automation loops. Okay, I didn't write much here, but I'm just going to show you the automation loop tutorial. Okay, so it should be, I'm going to close this folder here. Okay, in order for this to work, I need to show you a few things. So I integrated this with Google Sheet. Actually, this is not my automation. Fast created this automation, and there'll be a tutorial video to explain it step by step as well. So as usual, live stream peeps, you guys get first dibs. So this is it. Let me see. Oh, why do I have to open? Never mind. Okay. So this is the Google Sheet that Fast created. So very simple stuff. I believe the use case here is just like probably you are a HR person and you're onboarding multiple people at the same time every week or every month maybe. But you don't really want to send the onboarding message one by one. So what you thought might work is if you just mention all the names here, put your the emails here, the position you're hiring for, start date maybe, department, the manager that they'll be reporting to, and the welcome message. So you can customize the welcome message for each of the new hire. So in this case, I didn't want to spam myself with 5 emails, so I just added 2 of my personal emails. So we are hiring Tony Stank, who's the CTO of this company. He's reporting to Nick Fury. And the welcome message here is we're so excited to see you create the next generation of Iron Man suits. And then Frank Castle, Chief Justice of Snacks, but I heard he has some kind of a temper. So he's reporting to Nick Fury as well. So the welcome message, I just told him to enjoy the snacks, but just don't break anything in the break room. Because I know if he loses his temper, things tend to go south. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is basically send an email to the new hire with all these details. I probably want to use all these details. And more importantly, I want the welcome message to be in the email as well. So here's how I connect it to Taskade. Let me see. Should be in automations. Yes. So 2 ways to view or go to the automation tab. One is from the top here and click automation, or also you can just go to the folder and click automation. Loops tutorial. I'll want to turn it on. No, maybe I'll check it first. So this is the loop. I think maybe it looks simple, maybe it looks scary, but to me loops always feel scary because I'm not native to automation. I believe that's what you're supposed to say. I don't really automate my stuff. I've just got on the automation hype train. Still learning it. I find it really useful, and I sometimes it's hard for me to start or create an automation, but when I figure out how to do it, I feel like I unlock something like a higher dimension, and I grow to love it more and more. So yeah, with automation, I think the best advice I can give is if you're new and it looks scary to you, just do it and fail and learn from it. Like that's the best way to do it. Anyway, enough yapping. So here's the automation for this flow. So the trigger is task completed. So every time a task oh, I didn't show you the project. My bad. Okay, I'll show you the project now. So there is a project here, and it's called, I think, HR Onboarding Tracker. Yeah. Okay, so I have a simple project here, a table. Basically, I believe when we created this, it was like, okay, this HR person has to hire people every single month. So he or she doesn't want to send like 10 emails every single month. So what this person did was just created a simple table in Taskade. One custom field, which was status. You don't even need this, to be honest. You just need like the month and the name of the person you're hiring. And I didn't change this. I think this was Tony Stank. Yeah, this is not important, but yeah. So my trigger was based on this project. I'll show you again. So remember this project, right? There's emails to send, email sent. I said every time a task is completed in that project, in this block, emails to send. So in this block, anything below here, as long as it's completed, you will trigger the whole automation. There are multiple ways to do this as well. You can trigger it by custom fields, even a mail hook, which is one of our latest updates, which lets you send an email straight to that unique email address, and it will just trigger the whole automation. There's also manual automation, but I will not bore you with the details. So for this one, task completed. Once this is done, it will go to this section. It will go to the Google Sheets find row action. So I'm connected to Google Sheets. Super simple. It's just one button and log into your Gmail. Really quick, 10 seconds. And then the action is find row. So every time this happens, this automation is gonna go to my Google Sheet. It's gonna find a row in this spreadsheet. So the spreadsheet that I showed you before is called Loops Tutorial, and the sheet is called New Hire Email, because sometimes in sheets you can have multiple sheets. So for this one, I usually just have one sheet per spreadsheet. So this is the spreadsheet name. This is the name of the sheet, and return all matching rows as array. So this is always a complicated thing for me to explain, but I figured a good way to explain this would be to use AI, maybe. So in Taskade, you can use Taskade AI as well. I believe it's this sheet button here. If you click it, there we go. I asked it yesterday. So isn't this neat? Like, if you don't know something, usually we'll just go to ChatGPT, but now I'll do it again. Just click on the sheep on the top right, boom. You have ChatGPT in Taskade. That's super cool. So I was trying to explain to you guys what an array is. Array is in automation. So basically, it just means a line. It's just a single line. But if you wanted in-depth explanation, this is it. And again, my face is blocking the screen. So let me remove my face from it. All right. And it was giving me a lot of words. So I explaining in layman terms. I'm not technical at all. So basically, it's like an organized list. Imagine you have a list of things you need to buy from each store. Sorry, I got distracted by the chat. So it's like an organized list. Now imagine you have a list of things and you need to buy items from the store. Each item's on your list in a specific order, starting from the first item to the last. So top down, it goes line by line, top down. And then same item on the list, blah, blah, blah. But I think the most important thing to know here is that it just goes line by line and it goes top down. So that's all you need to know. That's what this means. I'm not sure if there's easier language to use here. As a guy not native to automation, I'm like, it was a little bit scary for me to learn, but I guess there's no other way to call it. So just returns all the matching rows as array. And then the loop. The list is linked to a variable, and then the variable is find rows, array of matching rows. Okay, so basically what this means is my trigger is going to return this whole line here as an array. And one. So, but I don't want it to do just one. I want it to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I have like, you mentioned in the chat like 40 rows or something, I want it to just keep on going until 40 or even more to 40 if it's possible. But I believe there's a token limit for that, and that is what we'll cover in the agent section later. So yeah, I just want it to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if I don't have this loop step, basically what it's going to do is it's just going to trigger, and the first row it finds is going to stop. So I don't want that. I want it to just keep going, and this is why I needed this step, which was to find all the arrays and all the matching rows, and then to just keep going, go in a loop until you've covered every single one. I go top down. So for every single row, this is what I want it to do. I just want it to very easily write a welcome email. Don't be scared. It looks scary, but it's super simple. It's just basically Ask AI. So it's like, when you use a chatbot or ChatGPT and you tell it to like write an email, basically this is what I did. All these fancy buttons, this is just straight from the automation itself. So name, I wrote everything except this. You have to link this, but I'll show you exactly how to do it. All right, so let's, for example, do name. Oops. Okay, so if you want to do name, you do 2 dots. Two ways that you can link it to like the loop iteration. So one is you can click the plus sign on the bottom right, and then find the loop, and it will understand your spreadsheet that you're connected to. So in this case, you want name, and then that's it. That's all you have to do. But let's say slightly more technical, maybe you want to use short forms. Use the add. So if you use add, you can do it as well. So that way you don't have to save a click by doing add shortcut. Okay. So yeah, guys, and if I'm going too fast or what, just let me know. But if there are other questions, I'm not gonna answer them for now. I just need to focus and give you guys the best tutorial for now. So yeah, so I have every single array here. So like name, position, start date, department manager, welcome message. Name, email, position, start date, department manager, welcome message. And then this is just me prompting the AI to write the message for me. Of course, this is where your skill comes in. You can have the best prompts or anything you want. You can even train an AI agent to write this email for you. And in this case, instead of using Ask AI, maybe you will use something like Ask AI Agent. You can do that. And I actually, if you're using this professionally, I would recommend you do that instead, because Ask AI is quite basic. If you use an AI agent, you can train it with knowledge, train it with how your company like writes stuff. Maybe even have some steps for some fail safes, because the last thing you want is to send your new hire a message with hi name. Oh my god, you're finished. Yeah. So yeah, do this. And then simple prompt. So blah blah blah. I don't really need to read this out, but yeah. So this is just whatever you want the email to contain. In my case, I want it to be this. I believe I said end with the welcome message. Yeah. So you remember in the Excel sheet, I had a welcome message. So I want the automation to end with this welcome message. And then after that, I'll just, there's another action step, which is send email. You see here, Gmail send email connected to my email. So the important fields you want here is your to. So who do you want to send this email to? So you want to send it to the candidate, and their email is in the email column in the spreadsheet. So it knows this. It's already linked to the spreadsheet. So you just, again, either click the plus sign or the add. So in this case, email, right? We'll go to loop email right here. Yeah, but I've already done it. So this is where the email is going to. And then subject line, welcome to the team. Again, connected to the spreadsheet. So I just chose this person's name. And the body text is write welcome email, ask AI result, which is the result from here. So this is what I want the body text to be. Okay, and that's all you need to do. And then, yeah, and then after that, turn on the automation. But I'm not gonna turn this one on because I've already run the automation, because I'll need to, the result will be in the email sent. So you will, let me see. Yes, I ran it yesterday. So this is what the result will show you. This is one of the emails. Here we go. This one was sent to Frank Castle, but I sent it to myself because the email in the spreadsheet is to me. Okay, so to Frank Castle, the email was, we are excited to welcome you as our Chief Justice of Snacks. Start date is this. Fluff. And then if you need any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to your manager. Nick Fury is excited to have you here. And then this was my welcome message. Break room has snacks, just don't break it. Warm regards to the HR team. So very basic, but you know that it works. So the idea here is for you to take this flow and build on it yourself. So maybe you can even add Nick Fury's like email address and a phone number, and maybe you can I don't know, you can do a lot of things right here. The use case that we figured would be most useful for this is for sending emails to HR as a HR person. But I believe there's a lot more ways you can do this. Maybe I don't know, like a weekly report. If you're like a freelancer and you deal with like multiple clients, maybe you can send this report to like all of your clients at the end of every week, and like have a link to their project or something like that. Yeah, a lot of use cases. But I believe the best way to do this is to have a problem that you want to solve first, and then use Taskade to solve that problem. Because the thing I struggle with most is I need to show you guys the use cases. I just need to show you guys how useful Taskade is. So my problem is I have all these ideas, but I don't have a problem to solve. So I'm trying to find a solution to something, but I don't have that something. So that's why I always struggle to create kits. But in this case, we know that the problem is sending emails. This person hates sending like manual emails. So we found this solution. So if you guys have any like requests for kits or anything, please just let me know. I'm always on the socials, so you can find me on Reddit, Facebook group, anywhere actually. Just let me know the problem that you need solving, and then we'll create a kit for you. All right. Let me see now. Now that's done. That was the automation loop tutorial. Now is the AI agent discussion. This is the final thing that we'll be covering today, but this one is quite in depth. So prepare yourself. If you have a cup of coffee, join me and drink, because this is going to be a quite a long one. Yeah, 7:30 a.m. here. Still struggling to stay awake. No, just kidding. I'm already awake. Okay, so AI agent training. Okay, a lot of words. Let's have some fun. Okay, let's see. So I prepared this yesterday. I'm trying to see the best way to do this with you guys. Let me see. Yeah, agent training. I'm just gonna do back here. Agent training. Close this. Make this neat. Okay, so this project I'll show you later. This is a comparison that I created to help you understand what I'm going to cover. I'm going to show this to you later as well. First, we're going to cover the AI agent knowledge FAQ. And maybe just a quick tip here. Maybe like what I should have done here is I have 3 projects, but there's one project that I want to highlight. What I could have done is go to these 3 dots on the right side, click pin, and then not always be on top. So maybe this helps with organization a little bit. I know there are some pros in the chat here. This wouldn't be useful to you, maybe. But for the newcomers, yeah, pin the project so it will always be on top when you open your folder. So let's open this one. Okay. Let's see. So I think it was either this week or last week, we received a lot of questions on AI agents. So what one of my colleagues did was to basically compile all the questions and compile everything that he knows and package this into like a FAQ. He shared this on Reddit and I shared it everywhere else. And now it's in this Taskade project. So basically, this project just shows you every single thing you need to know about the limits of AI agents. So there's a lot of words here, but I'm not. Maybe I will read it to you, but I'll speed read and emphasize on the important parts. There is a context limit to AI agent. I think previously what we said was it was unlimited, and that's not true because we are limited. I believe. There we go. We are limited by like the token limit of the AI model. So here we go. Cannot increase it. It's just a fundamental limitation with the AI model that we use. There's a maximum amount of information that our agents can process. So you can try like tips and tricks, but there's always that limit. So you kind of have to be aware of that. And when you upload knowledge to your AI agent, maybe if it's like a PDF, like 100 pages, I'm sure like you don't really need 100 pages of knowledge. Maybe just delete the pages that you don't need and just summarize the points that you really want. And the context limits that we use is measured using tokens. Token is a basic unit of text, top here. And then it's like a word, punctuation mark. Mark is part of a token. Yeah. How do I know if I've hit the context limits? The agent will tell you. So I think it's something like error and then context or token limit exceeded. Message in red, you won't miss it. If you get it, you will know. And then let me see. What is the limit? So you cannot. Basically, the answer here is telling you like you can't really fake your way out of tokens because it's like what's it if your teacher gives you like a 1-page cheat sheet for you to write down answers in exam, you could write tiny notes to fit more information, but yeah. So basically, like 2 5 MB PDF files can have very different context sizes depending on their content. So maybe if you like, I don't know, put your font size smaller and fit in like, I don't know, million words into that PDF, it's going to burn through your token quite fast. And then versus if you like, if the font size is bigger and there's not really much words on the PDF, the context is gonna survive a little bit longer. So yeah, and then you can't increase this limit because it's a fundamental limitation of the AI agent being used here. Will it change in the future? I am not sure, but this is the limit that we have right now. Yeah, and as my friend said here, the unlimited context just doesn't exist. Um, okay, and then now different knowledge sources. What is this? The 20 docs maximum? No, it's not really 20 docs maximum. The maximum, there's not really a maximum. The limit here is regarding the tokens. So I will share with you right now the different sources of knowledge, and it's going to get to the really interesting point after this. So basically, here are some sources of files that you can use. So PDFs, CSVs, videos, web links. Okay, for videos, important point to note is if there is no transcript, the agent will not be able to understand the video. It doesn't hear or it doesn't watch the video. It takes the transcripts and summarizes it and remembers that information. So, for example, if you have like a 20-minute video, it's not going to be able to tell you like what was it talking about at 5 minutes 24 seconds. It won't be able to do that. um, it just takes everything and it just takes the transcript and works off of that. And for web links, it just scrolls the text. That's the TLDR version. And then for Taskade projects, is where the AI agent knowledge is most powerful, and I believe will burn the most tokens if you spam like knowledge inside. So the AI will view every single line in the project, and then if there's a link, it will try to extract data from it. You will see custom fields as well, like due dates, notes, whatever it is. Yeah, so it reads information almost like you do when you use Taskade project. So, for example, if I were to feed and my AI agent this whole document, it will be able to tell me like, oh, under Taskade projects and files, maybe line 3, it says something about due dates and notes. It will be able to do that most of the time because that's how it reads through it. It passes the data like that, top down, exactly like how you do. And then see this portion. This method uses the most tokens compared to other sources, but provides the most detailed understanding. So the most, if you, okay, I'll cover that later. I won't spoil it, but it's best to keep this information concise and direct, and then it can answer like summaries, everything, and it can even tell you what is in certain lines of the Taskade project. The chat history also adds to the token limit, and I believe I've seen some people asking about like chat history and all that. So it's not a file, but your conversation with the AI agent counts towards it. So if you find yourselves running out of like context limit, probably what you can do is to start a new chat with your AI agent, and that gives it like a brand new chat, clean slate. It still has the knowledge, just not knowledge of previous conversations. So each conversation is just like each chat is one conversation is itself. So yeah, try to view it like that. Okay, now breadth and depth, range and detail. So this is the most important part of this whole document, in my opinion. So basically, yeah. So if you want to expect the AI to remember thousands of pages of your company manual word forward, it's unrealistic. So it's just too much information and it goes too deep. And then to use AI agents effectively, avoid hitting the context limit on any platform. So keep information concise. So ask yourself this question. So how much breadth do you need? So breadth, how wide? So like, does your agent need to know a lot of different things, like jack of all trades kind of thing? Or does it just need to know like one thing, but know a lot of things about that thing? So like depth, so like how deep does it know that topic? So think about this first before you train your agent. So here, for breadth, so like let's say you have an AI agent that needs to know a lot of things. So maybe like a content marketing AI agent needs to know something like about blog, SEO, social media, email writing. So that's already like 4 things, and maybe like that's 4 things. Yeah. So you needs to know 4 different things already. So the best way to do this is it probably doesn't need to be an expert at every single thing. It just needs to know a little bit about everything. So in this case, you use breadth. So it's more PDF files, web links, videos, CSV files. For more depth, which is it just needs to know one thing. So for example, you have a SEO expert agent. It just needs to know how to do SEO, nothing else. But then again, there are like different facets to SEO. But let's just say just one thing. Even simpler explanation. Email writing agent, it just needs to write professional emails. You just need to do one thing. So you want it to be the best email writer ever. You just needs to know one thing. Best to use a Taskade project, a text file, or directly input the information into the agent's instruction field, or I believe this is also the prompt field. Like just tell it there. But I think for knowledge, maybe we just keep it to the Taskade project. I would use a Taskade project for this. So why? Because for Taskade projects, it will crawl every single line, the whole thing, much like you do until it just runs out of tokens. So it will really read everything, but the more information you put in, the faster you're gonna run out of credits. Tokens. So keep that in mind. Okay. So I already have two examples here. So maybe for a support chatbot, you need breadth, like a wide range of knowledge to cover FAQs, basic troubleshooting steps. You can use PDFs for like the summarized broad information, and a Taskade project for instructions specific to troubleshooting or escalation procedures. So basically what this means is, like, for the different use cases, you want to teach the agent that, hey, you might go through like these different use cases. So you just need to know a little bit of everything. But when it comes to problem solving, it needs to be a master of that. So give it a Taskade project with detailed steps, step by step. And that's how you can get both breadth and depth for your agent training. Then, okay, probably the same thing. Let me see. And then I've tried all of this, but I still reach the context limit. What can I do? Some other things you can try. Spread your information across multiple agents. So have each agent specialize in a specific area, and then use them together. And then maybe you can cut out some irrelevant information. So for example, if you have like 100-page PDF, you don't need 100 pages. Probably maybe 10 pages are important. Just get those 10 pages and train your agent with it. Start a new chat, because the chat history uses tokens as well. And then that's it. Summarize past conversations. If the agent needs to be aware of previous interactions, just take them, summarize them, and edit as a doc file or PDF sources. So yeah. Conclusion for part one is the agents are powerful tools, but they have limitations. So if you learn to work around your limitations, you'll be able to train like powerful agents to help you get work done. Okay, so that was part one of it. So now there's another part. I believe, yeah, don't be afraid. Like, this is just to showcase another view. I found it quite useful. So we're just going to compare breadth and depth. So we'll go one by one. Maybe I'll close this first. So again, breadth is how wide, like how if you want your agent to know topics on a wide range of topics, knowledge on a wide range of topics. So this is what you'll do. So the breadth of an AI agent is the variety of different subjects or areas that it has. And then, okay, maybe I'll close my face. Maybe I'm blocking the screen. So, okay. So it's just basically how much knowledge it has across various topics. And then the analogy is this. Imagine a general encyclopedia that covers many different subjects like history, science, art, literature, and geography. Touches upon a little bit of different areas of knowledge. So it won't really be a master of science or something, but it will know a little bit of everything. That is what breadth means. And then for training, if you have something that needs to know a lot of things, an agent that needs to know a lot of things, means that you need to give it information to a wide spectrum of topics. And here are some examples of breadth. All right. So customer support agent. Give me a sec. I'll just close the chat on my overview here. I can't really focus with it. Okay. Okay. So customer support agent provide, for example, it could involve providing FAQs on various product features, shipping policies, return procedures, many things. Content creation agent, where it needs to know examples of multiple formats. For example, if it needs to learn how to write professional blog articles, social media updates, emails, master of everything. There's a wide range of topics. And maybe like a personal assistant agent, like maybe if it's multiple range of tasks. So basically what I'm trying to say here is agents that need a lot of breadth in knowledge. These are the examples. And now the most important part is, how do you train an agent that requires this much knowledge? This is how you do it. So PDF files or web links, not only, but recommended. So training with PDF files. So different PDF files, and making sure that the PDF files are as short as possible, summarized so that it's simple for the agent to understand. Try to cut out the fluff. Like, for example, even stuff like maybe like a date or something like, basically the message here is, if you can cut words in the PDF, cut it. Just make it like a blank PDF with information for the agent. So anything that is not information, delete that off the PDF file or docs. And then web links. So links that point to various websites on the subject matter, have that as well. It will help in training your agent in terms of breadth. All right, and I have an example for this. I'll show this to you later. That was breadth. Now let's go to depth. Okay, so this is basically if you have an AI agent specialized at just one thing and you want it to know that one thing super well, this is how you do it. The analogy is a specialized textbook that focuses intensely on a single subject. So advanced quantum physics goes into great detail about specific concepts and theories within that field. So it just knows probably one subject, but it knows everything or almost everything about that subject. This is how it will what the analogy is. So examples of this kind of agents would be legal assistant agent, and I think I see Narek in the chat. Narek, have a look at this. You can use this one. Okay, so legal assistant agent focus on contract law. That would mean like having access to full text of relevant statutes, case law, and detailed analysis of legal precedent. So like this guy just knows one thing, and it's just law. And then probably a project management assistant agent, trained on like the best practices of project management. So like the task requirements, communication protocols, probably some like project management tips as well. And then technical support agent. So like this agent probably just helps you solve one particular problem. And yeah, it just helps you solve one particular problem. Like maybe like I have one which is just for Taskade automation. Let me show you my face again. Yeah, so I have one just for Taskade automation. I tried to create one agent where I could have context about automation and help send agents and basically an agent to answer everything about Taskade. But because of the limitations in tokens, even though we can technically feed the agent with all the links, it's just going to stop crawling at some point. So best way is to just summarize the articles and train it with that. And then training for depth in Taskade. Here you go. So training for depth is the two ways that you'll do this is by Taskade projects or text files. So Taskade projects, so you organize detailed information hierarchically with clear headings, subheadings, notes. The agent will just understand everything in the Taskade project until it runs out of tokens. So make sure that your Taskade project is summarized, or text files. So basically just step-by-step text files, upload it straight into your agent. Okay, so that's it. That was breadth and depth. Just a quick summary of it. You can zoom up in the bottom left here. This is what it looks like. Typically, I think I don't share like half created kits, but what we'll do here is in this live stream itself, after I show you all the agents and everything, I will package this into a kit and share the link in the chat so that you guys can just have this and refer to this every time we're going to train your AI agent. I believe this will be useful for you guys. I hope so, at least. Okay, so now final part of it, which is just I want to show you two different agents. So remember, breadth is how wide, depth is how deep. Two agents here. So one is email writing agent. It needs depth, so it needs to be an email expert. And content creation agent, it needs to know a lot of different things at once. So maybe I'll cover the email writing agent first. So this one is supposed to be like an expert in writing emails. So it just needs to know one thing: write good emails. That's all I want it to do. So basic prompt, I didn't bother to write a good prompt, but here, the knowledge is the most important part. So, okay, I didn't train you with knowledge, but this is where I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So multiple ways to do this. The simplest way I know is to go to the folder that this agent is in. So this is the AI, maybe I'll close this. This agent is in the AI agent training folder. I have prepared a document, a project specifically for this agent, which is called the project for email agents knowledge. So basically what I did was, this is not like a this is not like a best practice or something. This is just I got AI to just write some best practices for writing emails for me. So this may not be the best document, but I just wanted to show you guys what it would look like. So this is the project that I want my AI to know, my agent to know. So I want it to be trained with this. So in the knowledge section of my agent, I go to add project, and then I do this AI, this project for email agents knowledge. Then add to knowledge, and there it's ready, and that's it. Done. And now it knows everything it needs to know about writing good emails. Yeah. So okay, what was it? This was depth, right? So the best way to train this is by just text files, txt, or even just adding projects. So adding project would be the best here. I think one interesting way that someone in the team proposed was, or what if I had a project and I pasted like 100 links inside the project? Will the agent crawl because we said that the AI will crawl every single line of the project for Taskade project. So what if you pasted like 100 links inside? So the answer was, yeah, it will keep crawling the links, and then it will crawl the contents of the web page in the link, but it will run out of tokens very fast. So you're not limited by how many links you paste inside the Taskade project. You can paste hundreds of it, maybe thousands if you want to try your luck, but it will run out sooner or later. Yeah, so that's something you have to take note of. Yeah. Okay, now that was the depth. Now let's go to breadth, which is wide range of topics. So this agent needs to know a lot of things. Let's see here. So edit agent, again, default prompt here. Knowledge is the most important part here. So for this one, you need to know multiple things. So these are not the best blog articles, but what I wanted to show you here is that you can basically just have multiple blog articles. So I have some, what is this? Content summarization article, a link, and then best practices for online content, and then SEO friendly blog posts, tips to write good content. Basically just wide range of information. And then the way you do this is you just click add link, and something. Yeah, something like that. Then you just add it to knowledge. So add the link here, add to knowledge, it will appear here. And one interesting trick that I found yesterday was, so let's say you have all these sources of knowledge, but you need it specifically to know one thing in depth. So what you can do is maybe content strategy, right? You want this agent to be, maybe 7 tips to write good, high quality content. Let's say you don't really want it to skim through this link. You want it to know every single line about that link. What you could do is click on these 3 buttons here, convert it to project. Just wait a little bit. Okay, so now it's ready. It's trained with that link, but as a project. So let me open it right here. It's going to be slightly messy, I think, because it's just going to crawl the whole thing. No, it didn't. Let me see. No, it didn't. Yeah. So basically, what I'll do here is, you see all this, like who the writer and everything. A quick recap. I would just, or maybe get yours, because this article is from yours. I would just delete all of this. You probably don't need this. The agent will crawl, so you just delete the parts that you don't need. These words that says image, delete it. All this, like keep reading, you want to delete it. So basically, just make sure that there's no fluff inside. It's just straight up information that you need. The agent will then understand every single line here, and will be better at writing whatever is in this Taskade project. So in this case, is good, high quality content. Yeah. So the tip was, again, if you have a specific link that you want your agent to know more about, convert it to a project, and yeah, you will be trained with that project. So this is for depth. Again, this is for breadth. So this example is for breadth. So how many topics you want it to know, but maybe for a specific topic, you want it to be a master of that topic. Create a project out of it so that it knows everything about that topic. So wide I think they call it T-shaped people who know a lot of things, but they also master at one thing. So this is probably what I was trying to create, a T-shaped agent. Yeah. So I hope that has been useful. And I believe that was the end of everything that I had to share today. A lot of talking today. Let me have another sip of my coffee. Let me see. I saw that the chat got really active and was distracting me. But thank you for the questions, guys. This is exactly why we have this live stream. Teach you guys how to use Taskade. And Narek, superstar once again with all the replies. I haven't read through, but let me catch up my coffee and then I will read through slowly. Whatever that's happening in the chat. Okay, and if you have any questions for me regarding this automation loop or AI agent knowledge, let me know. If you enjoyed it as well, please let me know. I want to know if I'm doing good or if there's something that I'm not doing too well, so that I can improve next week. We have this stream every single week, so it's only the best that you tell me what you want to see, what you want me to present, or maybe something that I can do better, so we can have the best stream every single week. Okay. What did I want to do? Oh, I wanted to share this with you guys. So let me see. Let me create a kit out of this. So should I give you the knowledge? But the knowledge is not so good. I just want you to know this. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll keep the agents here. Yeah, agent training. I'll keep the agents here because these are not the best agents, but this is just to help you have an example of like knowledge breadth and knowledge depth. So I'll keep the agents here, but yeah, remember that it's not the best. And then the projects, let me see, AI agent knowledge FAQ, everything you need to know about agents, which is good. This was 70. I don't really want to share this one. It's just a normal blog article. I'll delete this. And then project for knowledge, important. Breadth versus depth, important. Maybe I'll pin this as well. Okay, so now I want to share this with you guys, but there's so many projects and 2 different agents. If I share it one by one, I think no one's gonna find time to just copy paste every single link. So what I'll do here is I'll create a kit out of it. So you can either click AI kits or go to the top left here, click AI kits, and then we create AI kit. So basically what this means is just AI kit is just a bundle of items. So in this bundle of items, I have this agent knowledge FAQ, agent knowledge breadth versus depth, email agent knowledge, and then I know I have 2 sample agents here. Boom, boom. Yes, this agent was trained with this knowledge, so it has to come as a pair. Okay, so now what do I name it? This was AI agent tutorial, AI agent knowledge tutorial kit. Description for this. So usually we have like a bot to write this, but maybe I'll write this for you guys. So live stream special. This is a tutorial. Refer to this every time you have questions about AI agent. Taskade AI agent knowledge and best practices. Okay, cool. So now that I've written that, what I'll do is I'll click share. Public access, yes. If you're an affiliate, you can also create kits, add your affiliate link, share it, create a kit so good that makes people want to pay for Taskade, and that's how you earn passive income. Oh no, I sound like a scammer, but no, I promise you it's not. Okay, I copy the link and I'm gonna paste it in the chat. Okay, so now you have the link here. So if you click on this link, basically this is what you're gonna see. You're gonna see this, and oh wow, there's an update here. So it's my first time seeing this, so let me just digest what's going on here. Oh, cool. So now when you share kits, it shares the emojis with you as well. So I'm going to change the emoji right now so that you guys have a proper looking kit. Previously, it didn't share the emoji. That's why sometimes I didn't bother to add the emoji in. But yeah, so this kit has 2 agents, 3 projects, no automations, no templates. Yeah. So what's this preview? Let's try it. AI agent preview. Oh, cool. So yeah, it shows you exactly what you're gonna get in the kit. Oh, this is a super update. I didn't know this happened. So this must have been done like last week. Oh, sorry, yesterday night. So while I was asleep, someone in the team was programming on a Good Friday to get this out. That's how much they love you guys. So yeah, cool. This is an interesting preview. I tried my best, bro. Okay, cool. No, I promise you, this wasn't here yesterday night. Like 10 hours ago, this wasn't here. I went to sleep, woke up, and boom, Taskade changed. Amazing product. Okay, so if you want to install this kit, just add to workspace, and then yeah, choose whatever workspace you want to add, and then you will be able to use it. So just straight away download it, learn the best practices and everything. Okay, so that's it. Let me share the link again because we are on this stream is like on X, YouTube, everything. So I'll just share it twice. And maybe I'll follow up with a social media post just to make sure that you guys know everything. You guys see this and can access this. Okay, I believe that's all the time I had today. So okay, let me just see if I missed any questions. Let's see. Let me move my screen. Yeah, my screen died. Wow. And the best part about live stream is things tend to go wrong when you're live. It is just how you react to it. Right now, my screen is flickering, so I don't know what to do. Give me a sec. Oh man, this is fun. Okay, yeah, stop flickering now. Let me see. I believe Narek and Fast answered all the questions. Narek, thank you so much for joining. Narek used to work in Taskade, but now he's pursuing law. The brilliant guy, and he knows, I think, everything about Taskade, even more than me. And I believe sometimes he knows more than the people who create Taskade themselves. He's just very into the product, and I believe John, the CEO, calls him a power user. So yeah, if there are any questions that you have, please ask on the chat right now. Narek really is a host of knowledge. He's an agent with breadth and depth about Taskade. So ask him anything. He is the best guy to answer everything. All right. Yeah, I believe he has answered everything. Let me see. I'm just browsing to the chat here. Okay, cool. There was a request about automation loop that could set loose an entire Google Doc. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. It's been an hour, and I believe Narek has answered everything. First, thanks for joining us, Narek. Thanks for joining us, John and Dion. Thanks for joining us. Maybe John in spirit. Yeah, I know he's always here. He's always watching. And I know he'll hear this and text me in like 5 minutes. Yo. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you. I'm yapping already. Thanks for joining me. I'll be here same time next week. Next week, I think I'll be covering about the upcoming updates or updates that we've pushed out, and maybe I'll make it a point to cover updates and also teach you guys something new. So for today, we taught you about automation loops and AI agent knowledge. Maybe next week I'll try to do something else. Yeah, and if there is something that you really want me to cover, just hit me up on social media. I watch that every single day. But the best place to do it is just to make maybe like a Reddit post, and so that everyone in the team sees it. And let's say if it's like a use case that's super, like super tough and even scares me, what I'll do is I'll get one of the power users, maybe one of our developers, to actually run through it and answer it, and then I'll present it to you guys. So it doesn't matter if you think it's going to be complicated. Just give us the problem, we will try to solve it for you. All right, cool. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining. A lot of people joining from different places to get today. If you're in Asia or if it's Friday for you, I think it's Good Friday. Happy Good Friday. Anywhere else, the weekends are coming soon, so hang in there. I hope you have a good weekend. I'll see you next week. Thanks, guys. Bye bye. Take care.